So we were discussing about this phasor diagram. Okay, we were doing some analysis, and we had written down one equation that I would just write it down again. So I have written P1 to be equal to root 3 Vi cos of 30 minus 5. I have assumed this as equation 1. Now the reading of the second wattmeter, that is P2, should be equal to V23 I2 cos 30 plus 5, since the phase angle between this V23 and I2 is 30 plus 5 degree. Okay, so this would be equal to root 3 times Vi cos of 30 plus 5. Okay, let us just call it as equation second. Now sum of these two readings of the wattmeter, that is P1 plus P2, let us just sum these two. So it will be root 3 Vi cos of 30 minus 5 plus cos of 30 plus 5. So this would be equal to 3 Vi cos 5. Okay, so this is the total power consumed by the load. So total power consumed by the load, that is P, should be equal to the summation of P1 plus P2. Now if you consider the difference of these two wattmeter reading, that is P1 minus P2, let us see what we will get from there. So if I subtract P1 and P2, so this will be root 3 Vi cos of 30 minus 5 minus cos of 30 plus 5. Okay, so this would be equal to root 3 Vi sin 5. Okay, and now you take the ratio of the difference, that is P1 minus P2, and the summation of these two readings, that is P1 plus P2. So the ratio will get you root 3 Vi sin 5 divided by 3 Vi cos 5. So this would be 1 by root 3 tan 5, or phi will be equal to tan inverse of root 3 P1 minus P2 over P1 plus P2. Okay, so if you have to calculate the power factor, so obviously the power factor will be the cos of this angle phi. So phi can be calculated by using this relation. Okay, so cos phi will be nothing but the cos of this whole expression. So this will be cos of tan inverse root 3 P1 minus P2 over P1 plus P2. So just by using this analysis which we have done just now, we can see different results. Like if we consider first case, that let us assume that in some case the power factor is equal to 1. So power factor equals to 1 means obviously the phase angle will be 0. So in this case, if you just see the reading of the P1, then you will get 3 by 2 Vi. Okay, and similarly P2 will also be same, that is 3 by 2 Vi. So what we see from here, that at unity power factor the total power, that is P will be equal to P1 plus P2, so that will be equal to 3 Vi. So at unity power factor both the wattmeter will read equal readings. Okay, the reading of the two wattmeter will be equal, that is each wattmeter will read half of the total power. Similarly we can consider other cases as well, like let's for example say when the power factor is 0.5. So when the power factor is 0.5, it means phi will be equal to 60 degree. So in this case if you see P1, so it will come as again 3 by 2 Vi. Okay, so it will be 3 by 2 Vi, and P2 will come as 0. Okay, so again the total power will remain same, or no, it is different. The total power, it is 3 by 2 Vi. So we can see that when the power factor is 0.5, then one of the wattmeter will read 0. Okay, and the other wattmeter will read the total power. So whatever be the total power, that will be shown by one wattmeter only. Now next consider the last method of the three phase power measurement, and that is the 1 wattmeter method. So in this method we only require 1 wattmeter for measuring this three phase power. So the circuit is as shown here. Okay, in this figure the current coil is connected in one of the lines, and one end of the pressure coil to the same line, and the other being connected alternately to the other two lines. Okay, so this is the connection which you are seeing here, that one time the pressure coil is connected to this line, the other time the pressure coil is connected to this line. Okay, so now this is the phasor diagram of the 1 wattmeter method. Okay, again the different phase values are being shown, different V and I are already shown here. Let us suppose this all the this V1, V2, V3 is equal to this V. Okay, and this I1, I2, I3 will be equal to this I, and the line voltages, that is V13, V12 should be equal to root 3 V. Now let's suppose the reading of the wattmeter when the switch is at this point 3. Okay, so these are the different positions which are shown, that is position 2, position 3. So when the switch is at this 3 position, let's see what will be the reading of the wattmeter. So switch at 3 position, and the reading in this case of the wattmeter, that is P1, would be equal to V13 I1 cos 30 minus phi, that is equal to root 3 Vi cos of 30 minus phi. And in the second case, when the switch will be at position 2, then P2 will be equal to V12 I1 cos of 30 plus phi, that means it is equal to root 3 Vi cos of 30 plus phi. So the sum of the two wattmeter readings, that is P1 plus P2, will be equal to 3 Vi cos phi. So that means the sum of the two readings is the power consumed by the load. Okay, so that means P will be equal to P1 plus P2. So these are the different methods of measuring the three phase power, that is the 3 wattmeter method, the 2 wattmeter method, and the 1 wattmeter method. So we'll also see some problems maybe in the coming lectures. Okay, so this is all in this lecture. Thank you very much.